so hopefully this is working now. It looks like we have a regular, just steady connection. I think it had like some weird thing with like a duplicate stream key thing that was going. Yeah. What's up, guys? How we doing? Hope you're all having a lovely night tonight. What it be? What it do? It's your boy Keen Decker here. We are streaming some League of Legends tonight. We have Small Brain No Mechanics versus Team Rift Rats. So let me just post the URL for everybody. Post the URL. League of Legends. Yes, very good. League. And let me post to the Midwest as well. Where should I put this? Rec League chat, maybe? No, it would be like in the self-promo. I don't remember where that is. Promotions. Self-promo. League of Legends. Casting. Alright, perfect. So I hope you're all having a lovely evening tonight. I'm going to pop open the op.gg's really quick just to see what I'm looking at. I have not had a lot of time to be able to study them over yet, so forgive me. But let me check out the teams now. Hairwiz was very kind in sending me these. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. So we got Small Brain No Mechanics. We got Fidsick, as well as Vic the Butcher, Zima, Hairwiz, and Mono. So we got the classic setup here. And then Rift Rats, which is a new name for a team. I'm going to see if I recognize anybody from this team. This might be a new team to the league entirely. Go Jimmy, Mir Kitty, Mr. Shisha, JPLO, and Kodiak. I don't think I recognize any of those names. We have a mix of emeralds and silvers and a diamond on this team. So I want to say that they're maybe new to the league. I'm not entirely 100% sure on it, though. Not 100% sure. But hopefully, as you guys are tuning in, hopefully the stream quality is fine for you all. Naked is Fidsick, by the way. Hey, let's go. Oh, yeah, I saw that in chat. Sorry, I wasn't able to respond because I'm dealing with technical difficulties on my side. As per usual. As you know, things are. Speaking of, if you guys want to support this boy, if you want to help us get a new CPU/GPU, whatever it is that's causing my issues right now with streaming, I don't know what it is. Better stream this time? Barely. I'm not even dual streaming to YouTube Shorts and regular YouTube now. I'm literally just doing regular YouTube at like relatively easy settings here, and it's still like dropping frames for no reason. I don't know what to do. I might have to go back to Streamlabs, which kind of sucks because Streamlabs is like, it like crashes my computer. I have like insane issues with Streamlabs. Oh, hello. What is up, Mr. Soup? How's it going? But yeah, I apologize for all the buffering. Like I said, it's not even my internet. It's just my computer, for some reason, is having a hard time streaming. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm trying here. All right, let me get the draft open here. We're going to switch this to the draft really quickly. And then I'll make a separate instance for League of Legends itself. Stretch to screen. I'm going to pinch these two. Whoa! I'm going to pin. Hello? What the fuck? Oh, it's because it's stretched to screen. I was like, why is that happening? Being so odd. Let me just do this. Let me just, actually, wait, it's got to be a little bit bigger. It's got to be here and here. And then let me not stretch that to screen. Let me fit to screen. There we go. And then set it just like this. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely lovely. Truly lovely. And let me get chat up on the screen here. What, the window stretch? Yeah, I don't know. It's being strange. Maybe an update changed your power settings. I don't even know, dude. It's ever since I swapped to Windows 11, I've just been having a myriad of problems with my computer. I don't know. I don't know. But it's causing me so much stress as of late. Oh, and this, wait, I clicked on the wrong one. Let me grab the spectator. Yeet. There we go. But who do we have? Also, Soup, are these guys new to the league? I don't think I recognize any of their names. Obviously, Small Brain, No Mechanics, I remember from last season. Rift Rats, though, I don't recognize any of the names as of yet, unless some people change their names. People in the changing. I believe Rift Rats are new. Got you. Let's go. What's up, Serve? Keen back. We're back, baby! Only difference with Small Brain is I'm the sub this time. Hell yeah. But here we are. We're getting into bans. Also, it is just me and my cat tonight. I don't have a co-caster, unfortunately. I apologize, boys. But hopefully, hopefully we can kill it. Your boy is back at it with a whole new team. Ooh, okay. So right off the bat, oh damn, they are like really, really tunneling in on these jungle bans onto Small Brain, No Mechanics. They got rid of the Gragas and they got rid of Lilia. Gragas is actually in a pretty disgusting position right now. That man can legitimately just like one-shot somebody with one item. He's insane right now. I'm surprised more people actually don't play him. He's very, very carry heavy at the moment. And on the reverse side, we're getting rid of the Karma as well as the Nocturne. Keen, how often you stream in these rec games? I would consider streaming them if people were interested in them. If people were interested. And the Maokai ban. So a lot of junglers and jungle kind of typical. Actually, let me bring this over onto this screen so I can just look at it and be looking at the camera at the same time. And then I'll put chat over here. There we go. The Talia is taken off the table, and Azir is locked in for the first pick, which is a pretty stable first pick, honestly. Azir can be pretty stable. Azir is great because Azir fits into pretty much any team comp, right? So definitely a very solid first pick. I don't think it's like, as ridiculously strong as it used to be, but he's still very, very good. And is it going to be answered with the Ahri? Ooh, it is. I already really, really like this comp that Small Brain, No Mechanics is kind of cooking up here. They have a lot of pick potential, and they have a lot of CC and damage already built in. And this Ashe can be flexed. This Ashe doesn't have to actually go AD. It can be flexed into the support position. So they have some options to work with. And then we're on Sejuani duty in the jungle for Rift Reds. Man, it breaks my heart that Sejuani is so good. I hate watching Sejuani. But you know what? Sejuani's just good, man. The Melio is such a clutch pick. Okay, hold up. We're going to see what this bottom lane is and whether or not they're going to lock in AD/support on Small Brain, No Mechanics side here. Because Melio into Small Brain, No Mechanics comp is insanely good. However, if Small Brain, No Mechanics has two ranged... Looks like Morgana Ashe. Not bad. If you're Melio, that's not the worst. You know what I mean? But I was going to say that Melio brings so much value into this team comp. Azir is already incredibly slippery as a carry, and Melio can just cleanse anything that's coming their way. If there's an Ashe arrow that comes from downtown and they seem like they're in danger as an entire team, Melio is just the pick, So really, really solid counter pick on Rift Rat's part here. and we're looking at a Rumble and Darius ban. So we're focusing down on the top laners. This is usually what it comes down to, right? In the end, just so funny. It's always like the top lane chads that end up kind of fighting one another for who's going to get priority. Small Brain Mo Mechanics does have counter pick as their last pick, so we will see if they save that for their top lane or if they're just going to try to, or if they're trying to give it to Herwiz. Really, honestly, it's between jungle and top. So, but here we go. The Cade de Sante ban from Riffrats and the Volibear ban. Volibear is just so tricky to deal with if he gets going at the moment. So, pretty solid ban. Cassante obviously is very, very just solid. Keen didn't want to play this season holding back my Zillion top from owning the league. No, I was actually super down to play, but I just didn't know if I was going to have the time. And yeah, so ultimately it just kind of came down to me running out of time to think it over. And hopefully, is everything good, like stream quality wise for you guys? It's not like, you know, buffering much, hopefully. Let's see. We got the Zed lock-in, which is actually super hyphy. Hold the phone. We got Zed lock-in. I want you guys to think about this. I want you guys to think about this really quick. Because this... we got the Renekton. Okay, hold on. I can't even think about this right now. Varus 80 carry. It's Zed jungle. I thought so. Oh. All right. Everything is smooth on my end. It's fantastic, Mr. Keen. That's good. That gives me a lot of relief and a lot of hope. I still think I'm going to need to buy a new CPU, but, you know, for now, I guess we're going to be okay. Herwiz Zed. Let's fucking go. Dude, I'm excited about this. So let's briefly just look at these two team comps, okay? So we start off with Ashe, Ahri, Morgana as the first three picks on Small Brain, No Mechanics side. And then Riffrats locks in the Azir, Sejuani, and you're like, okay, kind of classic setup here. And then the Melio. And Melio brings in so much support against all the CC that Small Brain, No Mechanics kind of put in the first phase. Not everything, because they can really stagger and, like, you know, they're a pick team. So Ashe can fire arrow. Ahri doesn't have to charge in right away. Morgana doesn't have to throw her Q right away. But you know what? There's enough layering of CC to maybe make Melio sweat a little bit. However, they see the Melio and they're like, hey, you know, that's a lot of CC denial that they have going on. You know what we really need is kill secure. So they get this Zed Olaf final 2-pick lock-in, which is actually pretty smart because they already have a decent amount of damage, but Zed offers that instant pop. Olaf offers diving into the back line and instantly popping somebody. Like, if Olaf is getting on somebody, it's like that Olaf Garen. You know pretty much they're going to be dead if they don't have sums. So, I would assume that there's going to be a lot of top lane priority on Small Brain No Mechanics side. If you're Rift Rats, you're really just looking to scale into the later parts of this game. Because I will say, Small Brain No Mechanics lacks a lot of tankiness. After a while, this Olaf is going to start to get shredded, right? So around maybe like that 25-plus minute mark, I think things get a little bit more interesting in terms of a team fight. If Rift Rats are struggling, they might just have to try to wait it out, right? Because they have an extremely conventional comp here. Varus for a very, very solid just DPS checking. Azir, same thing. Renekton, there's rarely a time Renekton will ever just be bad, right? Renekton's in a pretty solid spot right now. So if they can survive this early game on the side of Rift Rats, not give over too much, you know, contest the dragons and the grubs that they kind of need to, and just not throw over a lot of kill to Small Brain No Mechanics, I think later in the game, Small Brain No Mechanics just has a more difficult time conducting their team fights. However, I've watched this team several times, right? Small Brain No Mechanics is incredibly creative in the way they go about their games, right? So I'm just excited about this either way. If we look up lane matchup-wise, I actually am not 100% sure on how this Olaf Renekton top lane goes. Olaf is such a bully against so many top laners. I think Renekton is relatively safe, but I don't think Renekton wins that lane. I think Olaf just has like such an easy time going about lane for the most part. And then we have in mid lane the Ahri versus Azir matchup. This is, for the most part, this should be relatively snooze city until we start to see ganks rolling in, Ashe arrows coming in, Sejuani ultis, because, I mean, they're both extremely mobile, right? So if either one of these guys are kind of like dying early on in lane, maybe we'll see. But once they get 6, you probably just don't see a lot of action or death happening here. The majority of the action you'll see from mid lane is from the roams. All right, so they're getting back into the draft here. I guess something probably went wrong. They had to cancel it really quick, but we have a little bit more time to talk about things, which is pretty cool. We have Melio Varus versus Morgana Ashe. I personally think this lane can go either way. I think Morgana Ashe are just looking to shove in Varus and Melio and then just be able to poke them and fire Qs and lock them down, put them into pools, right? But I think Varus, Melio's, I think it's a pretty safe lane. I don't think it has that hard of a time into Ashe Morgana. And certainly once Melio starts buffing this Varus and he gets an item under his belt, he's going to be kind of scary. So, if I'm on the side of Rift Rats, I'm definitely looking to get that bot lane ahead. If you can get Varus ahead, he is going to be your answer into every single pretty much option here that Small Brain No Mechanics has. He's going to have to play smart and safe. But if he's able to pump out the DPS and start to shred this Olaf before he's realistically able to do anything in the fights, to stay safe from Ahri and Zed, then you're good to go. But that's the big thing, right? It's Ahri, Zed, Olaf. All of them are looking to kill this Varus. I don't care who you are. If Small Brain No Mechanics is diving an Azir at all, that's a blessing. You take that, right? Because Azir can get himself out easy peasy. Varus has to rely on this Melio, and we're going to see how well this Melio can kind of just stick to his carry, right? Woo Sports, let's go, baby. So, no, I'm super pumped for this game. I think, it'll be really, really fun to be able to cast again. They're preparing their loadouts, so we're probably going to have about 3 minutes buffer time here to just wait and talk things over. Who do you guys think have the better comp? What are we thinking is going to happen this game? I'm super pumped. Let's see. Let me make my own window capture. Make this one League of Leggings. My G key isn't working. Lol. Here we go. Let's make that one that big there, and then we'll chunk this one away. All right. I'm also interested to see what sums we're taking here. I'm it's Ahri jungle. Whoa! Hold the phone! What? Hold on, though. Wait, we have to talk about this. We can't just let this go. What do you mean? Unless they haven't swapped. I mean, maybe they just haven't swapped. No, because it's locked in. We're on the spectators delay now. So this is Ahri jungle. I've never in my life, not even a single time, probably not even in like the the earlier seasons have I seen Ahri jungle. This is gonna be wild. I think on paper Riffrats have the better comp, but I'm betting on Small Brains having hands diff. I will say, Small Brains, they're extremely cohesive as a unit. I haven't seen Riffrats play yet, and I will say, as the season goes on, you will see the teamwork, coordination between all of the members in each of these teams just get tighter and tighter. But we saw it in the first season, when Small Brain No Mechanics came onto the scene, they were rocking people because they played so well together. Now, I think that the league as a whole got a lot more cohesive, like I said. But yeah, they were just absolutely blasting people because they just played so well, specifically in team fights and the way they were supporting one another. So let's see if they, have that same cohesion this season. And yeah, dude, guys, we got first game of the regular season. This is hyphy. I saw Soup asking if I was going to stream, what was it, Sunday? Do you guys have a game Sunday? What's the game Sunday? I might be able to. I'm not sure yet. I have to look at it. I might be able to do Sunday. $7 CST. Got you. Early game. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm just trying to think what I have Sunday if I had something already prepped. But I don't think so. I don't believe so. All right, here we are. We're getting into the game. It said we had 15 seconds left on the spectator delay, but it was just like, nah, bruh, you're good. Head right in. We got to get into the action. All right. So here we are. Okay, so I was wondering what Olaf was going to be taking for his sums. That was kind of the primary thing I was looking for. And it looks like he's going to be... Oops. Looks like he's going to be taking double sums. Double offensive sums, that is. He has the Ghost ready to go. Oh, also, let me fix my camera quick here. My camera's too fucking fat. My camera's too fat, chat. Oh, hold on! We're missing the invade. They've spotted it out. At least I'm assuming it looked like they spotted it out. I guess not. It looks like maybe they just snuck in. Milo's going to drop a little trinket ward just to make sure that they're not headed over to their red buff. But yeah, they can kind of just go the other side. So that doesn't give like a guarantee, unfortunately. Melio might have to just check this out himself. There will always be that shadow of doubt as to whether they're actually there. Who are you guys against, Soup? Ooh, so we got First Strike also. Something to note, we got First Strike Zed. So he's looking to definitely try to bully. And then the Grasp Azir, who's looking to stay very, very safe. The Zed jungle is wild. The Ahri jungle's even more wild. Crazy. Wait, no, it is... Oh, it is actual Zed jungle. I was like, what? I knew something was fucky. They're just not in tournament order. Okay, that's why I was so damn confused. Okay. It's Ahri mid. I think they just didn't swap the order. Yeah, I see that now. I was just so confused at first. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. So yeah, like I said with mid lane, you're probably not going to see a whole hell of a lot of action. And this Zed... Dude, this could be make or break for this game. It's kind of like when they pick Shaco in the LCS. Almost connected with that that first Q there from Morgana. Threw it, but Meerkitty was pretty good at making sure they stepped not to the side. Just went straight in. Mono taking a bit of harass here from Varus. Like I said, if you're Ashe and Morgana, you want to be able to shove this lane in, or else you're going to have a little bit of a hard time just struggling to keep that damage away from you. Melio's going to keep this Varus very, very safe and very ahead. So they got to make sure they have lane or wave advantage. I think the Zed is going to live a bit longer than the Sheikh. To be fair, yeah. Nice boot there from Melio. We have Zed coming with an early level 3 gank. Nice sidestep from Go Jimmy. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from the rats down in the bot lane here. They're being very, very controlled with the way they're actually just stepping and conducting themselves in this lane. Zima's getting pushed in pretty heavily. Let me just change this really quickly so we're looking at the same things. Oh, Zed coming in, just trying to pick up a little bit of gold here. Azir, I think, has used up pretty much every single bit of his mana. Ahri still is full mana here and has a decently healthy health bar. She's going to have to be careful as Sejuani, a.k.a. Mr. Shisha, is hiding in the west wing of the jungle here. Just on the prowl. So is Zed, though, to be fair. Zed's coming in for another gank. Oh, a flash charm, and that's first blood over the Zed! Not only the first blood gold, but we also have the first strike gold in as well. And this is Zed is feeling pretty good. He's almost 400 up on the Sejuani now. Zima 2 got that was a great flash engage from Zima just to secure that. Something to note here is just look at what Vic is doing to this Gator right now. Obviously, I think that he's going to be able to clean most of this up under tower, as Renekton's pretty damn good at that. He does miss the cannon, however, though. He's not focusing on getting the majority of these minions. However, you know, he got a little bit of damage down on this Olaf, and he's healing up. He should feel pretty good about this. That is the thing, is since Olaf does not have TP, he does have to be a little bit more careful and think about what he really, really wants to do. Hairwiz picking up these grubs. Ooh, misses the second grub as it gets smited away. Sejuani's on the slim fast, apparently. That Q went directly through her, and, you know, no worse for the wear. All right. 2 grubs picked up by Rift Rats, which is pretty massive. This is what you really, really want to see. Both of you, like your laners, primarily not falling behind, bot lane to be in a pretty good position, and picking up objectives is the big one. Zima has ulti. They both have level 6 here. Where's the scoop? The charm lands! And that is another kill picked up in this mid lane. The Azir was just pushed up just slightly too far. He even had flash to be able to get out of the situation, but he held on to it. JP Lol got just popped. Absolutely popped. And here we see the fruits of the labors starting to kind of pay dividends here, as they're going to be able to pick up this dragon. Also, look at how well Mono has been farming. I know the camera hasn't been panning down there as much, but the fact that Ashe is you know, farming kind of this well after the kind of rough start that they had in lane, kind of being pushed back like that and taking a lot of damage, pretty good, very impressive. And it looks like she's going to be able to clean up most of this farm, too. Well played. All right. JP Low. Just trying to... He's spending a lot of time really trying to harass the Ahri. And by the time he's done harassing the Ahri, you see that the lane, which normally will kind of match up in the mid right here, he pushes it just like in a decent amount, but not enough to kind of, you know, step away from the wave, or else he's going to be missing a lot of minions. And Hairwiz is picked up on it every single time. Every single time. He sees that wave like 3/4 pushed up into their lane. He's like, yep, I'll be right there. We have Red Buff doing the Crip Walk. The Gator was actually throwing down a ward on it. Just trying to spot out this Zed. All right. Vic is trying to just slowly farm this wave here. He's getting pushed on by Kodiak. Here comes Mr. Shisha. He might have to actually pop the ulti. He will. So that is the ulti and Ghost to be popped. But it's a lot of resources that you kind of have to dump in just to deal with that Olaf. Good news is, like I said, Olaf doesn't have TP. So usually when these ganks come in and they're able to get either HP or like a sum off of him, it's a massive win. Because now he's just kind of stuck here. And hopefully Renekton kind of has enough to bully him down. Mono on the chase, a flash Q forward, and Zed absolutely devours Melio. Getting chased down here. Kodiak should be able to just run away from this one. However, the axes are just constantly connecting. And he comes in for a little bit more damage. He does have TP to get out of this one, and Sejuani in the back pocket should, they need to do something about this. Woo! Sejuani's still looking. They want this TP play. Mr. Shisha. But Vic pays respects and says, hey, listen, I have a feeling it's a little bit too good to be true. And, yeah. Probably a good thing that Grubs just came up, too, because they probably just assume that they're over there already. Olaf, coming to Mr. Kodiak here. One of the Grubs has already gone down. It looks like they're starting to congregate around the rest of them. Zima comes in, dashes, misses the ooh, the charm! And there should be a dead Melio. The exhaust comes through. No! Renekton picks up the kill. Beautiful CC layering coming through. Zima's walking away with the black shield on. Buys him enough time to be able to escape, but that is 5 Grubs going over to this team. Hold that thought. It's not over yet. The Grub is still running away. It's reset. Vic fangirl reporting. Let's go. Also, I want to know if Vic the Butcher is a Coheed and Cambria reference, because if so, I applaud. I love it. Ooh! The Ash Arrow just slightly wide here. Mono's getting harassed a little bit by Go Jimmy. Smart on Naked on Chair just to pop this ulti. The chains come through. A nice flash cleanse just to keep himself safe. He saw that Zed coming through. He's like, no, no, no. I don't think so. Okay. Lots of damage coming over to Mr. Shisha here. Zed still does not have ulti. However, he gets a lot of damage down, and they are just really forcing them off this tower. Zima coming with the ulti, tanking the tower. Ooh! This is risky, but they might be able to do it. They're just going to go right for the Varus. Go Jimmy's just getting harassed down here. But he looks like he's finally gotten the better of the situation here. They got to escort Zima out. But before he's done, he's popping the charm. A late Melio ulti is not going to save his life. And the poor boy goes down. All right. So we are at the game state here in which Small Brain has a 2K gold lead. It is 5-1 in kills, and the lane states are looking phenomenal. You know, as much as they are kind of finding their own answers, Rift Rats are struggling to be able to stop them in these lanes. This Ahri, if she gets maybe even just one more kill, like, it's going to be unbelievable. Trust me, she's going to be unstoppable. It's pretty fortunate, I will say, that the Zed has picked up 2 kills, especially early on. He's quite a damage threat now. And Varus really hasn't reached his peak performance levels, right? So, it's going to be a while before he's really, really on board. All right, Vic hiding in the bushes. He's going to drop the axe. He's going to start to chase down. Pops the ulti. Really, really good job on Kodiak's part just to dip out of that situation. A turret plate over your life is, you know, it's an acceptable change. Or exchange, I should say. He doesn't have the ulti anymore. Kodiak is just looking to brawl a little bit. He still has ulti! And he's looking to fight here. Ooh! Both flashes come through and no deaths. A pretty massive win for this Olaf. One bright kind of spot here is they did get those 5 grubs, I will say. And they do have the 1 dragon. If they can slow the momentum of this game just a little bit, they should be on a good spot, or a good path. Mono, trying to keep this tower alive after another wave coming through. You'd think it's probably going to fall. I think it might be a cannon wave. Choo! Oh! Naked on chair, throwing down the ultimate. They're laying this CC absolutely beautifully. Kill goes over to the Morgana, but well played. After that, you know, that's one of those like, hey, I deserve it. And they purchased Leandris with it, so pretty big win. First turret does go down to blue side. So that 2k gold lead is kind of sticking to 2k. They picked up 2 towers. It's starting to shrink. Good stuff. All right. Next objective that we're looking at here is in 2 minutes we have the dragon. We have Drake in 2 minutes, and then Baron's going to be coming up later. I didn't see. Did anybody pick up Rift Herald? Oh, we did. I didn't actually see it as it was happening, but Zed did pick up the Rift Herald! Melio takes the ulti. The Q comes through from Morgana. I thought maybe that she was actually going to live since that Morgana Q went on the other target. Oh! The instant cleanse coming through from Go Jimmy just to save his life. All right, here comes Shelly, baby. Shelly wants a new pair of shoes. And this is where it becomes hard to play Sejuani at this point. You have a carry jungler that, like, got a ton of farm ahead of you. And, you know, the first blood on top of it just has so much gold sitting in his back pockets that at this point, because they took down that middle turret, he just gets to live in his jungle. He just, none of Sejuani's camps really belong to her at the moment. We have Zima pinging out Varus' cleanse. Well played on the Gators' part here, just making this lane pretty competitive. I can't imagine that this is too fun of a lane to have to play. All right, 17 minutes in here. We have the Kraken Slayer built on Ashe and the Bork on the Varus. Ooh. I really do like the Bork rush from this Varus, simply because if you're blue side, you really, really want to make sure you're getting objectives. Team fights are inevitable if you're building like this, right? So what's better than a Blade of the Ruin King just to be having to focus down this Olaf that's going to be coming at you? All right. Good pocketing and shadowing coming from Small Brains, making sure they can take down that bottom primary turret.
We have the wet noodle contest up top here, them just slapping one another. The next dragon is up. Keep in mind, the Gator has TP. Olaf does not have the CC to stop this, okay? So the TP's already coming in. They might actually just have to see this. Ash Arrow, where is it? Zima is dashing in. He's on Go Jimmy. He gets shredded. Hairwiz is in a bad position. He's squishy. They don't have much of a team fight outside of... They're very squishy outside the Olaf. But it's reset, and they're bleeding on the other side here. This might actually still be a contest. Hairwiz is wrapping around the side here. They're going to wait for the shadow to go down before they really try to get in here. A nice snipe from Go Jimmy to secure that kill. And they're going to start to step away. Olaf does pick up that turret up top, but an overall net gain for blue side. Rift Rat's kind of killing it. You saw it, right? If I could go back in a replay, I would. But you could see it right off the bat. That Gator... Is it going to be worth it? Nice, he gets the flash away. It was back up. And he got not only the Ashe kill for that, but he got the Ahri ultimate on top of it. A trade kill coming over to Vic the Butcher here. All right. Like I was saying before, you saw that Renekton literally just immediately when that dragon spawned, it was like 1 second away. He stepped back to his turret and immediately just started TPing. He knew that Olaf was like far enough away from him that he really couldn't contest him to teleporting away. Oh my god. That it's so brutal. Look at how bad the Sejuani is like down right now in gold. I mean, even the Morgana has more gold right now than the Sejuani does, and that's just such a hard spot to be in as a jungler. That is a brutally hard spot to be in. Okay, Zima dashing around the Gator here is going to get stunned up. The Ashe Arrow comes through. It hits Melio, but this Gator is big. They don't have the damage to follow up just to secure the kill. It's hard when you're Zed. You want to be able to pump as much damage as possible into a person as well as Ahri, but the Gator is just so good at soaking up a lot of damage and then surprising you with big heals. So that's Sundered Sky, man. You saw how much work that put in, that fight. He's going to start to be a problem. He's 4-1 now. I think it was actually kind of clutch that Melio was up there. He ate the Ashe Arrow for Renekton. All right, 21 minutes into the game. Things are starting to close in a little bit tighter. You see that they're starting to be able to get some dragons on the side of blue. They got those 5 grubs. They have decent map pressure. But red has pick potential! And that is just a dead Melio. Hairwiz picks up another kill. And he's going this, the wonderful Profane Hydra. Profane Hydra, I'm a big fan of. They're starting up Baron right away. Wow, without the Olaf too. They're gonna have to go off this. They're just looking for a pick, I would think. The instant cleanse comes through. They dump 3 ultis into the Varus, and it is well worth it. They're headed right back over to the Baron. Renekton is still off in the top wing here. That's a lot of beefy members, and nobody to really tank this Baron. They had a lot of damage for it, but they have to toggle. All right, we got Olaf coming in now, and it looks like they're actually seeding the Baron. All right. Well played. I think Rift Rats probably could have contested it, but I think they realize that if they lose the fight there, that they don't really have a good way of getting back into this game. And if you look at Red's vision on the right-hand side of the map here, around Baron, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wards set up. all throughout the enemy jungle and the Baron Pit itself. There was no way anybody was getting in there without being seen. So, smart decision on Riftrat's part to play things safe. I think it was overall a much better decision. Here we have Riftrats stacking up in this dragon bush up here. They have 3 members and a lot of damage right here. They have left Azir to defend top against the Olaf. It's kind of rough. He's not going to be able to do as good of a job as you probably would want to. But not bad either. He took a decent amount of health off that Olaf's bar and managed to actually just take the wave down. Well played. Ooh, Charm comes through onto the Renekton. They've had to since move out of this bush. The Ash Arrow coming through ends up missing, just going slightly off. Morgana on the run. The Black Shield is going to save her from taking any further damage. Here Wiz looking for this Gator. They don't have the DPS again, but they're looking to just be able to pop him, and they do! Renekton doesn't even have the chance to pop his ulti. That's exactly what needed to happen. Azir's going to teleport in here, and they should be able to secure this dragon! Never mind! Hair Wiz steals the dragon. Ulti's in, flashes out. We have the return damage, and they managed to actually be able to pick him up, and it looks like Morgana is going to be sacked here, but the dragon is secured. And Mr. Shisha is going to find a very, very spicy fox waiting for him in the bushes. Last thing you want to see in the wilderness is a fox trying to seduce you from a bush, man. Zima dashing in. He really wants the 1v1 here. Oh! Brings the Q back with the flash buffer. And I think he actually dies here. He does. That Charm missing point blank is pretty rough. I think he was trying to predict the flash, but he just ended up missing. And that's, that is pretty rough. All right. 8K gold ahead. Let's see if they can maximize off of their gold potential here. The fact that they're 8K up at 25 minutes is a great safe zone for this team to be in. I was going to say if it was like maybe 2K, even 3K, this game looks incredibly close. However, ooh, nice instant cleanse. Nobody was actually there to really threaten him, but really good nonetheless. Just making sure he's staying safe, Yeah, I was going to say, if this game was like maybe 3K ahead in the favor of Small Brain No Mechanics at this point, it might look pretty close in the team fights and kind of sketchy. However, 8K is a great place to be in for this team. Let's see where the majority of this lead is coming from. Oh, man. It's just jungle is such a big gap in gold. Top lane is almost dead even, thanks to kind of Renekton be able to TP and pick up kills. And mid, surprisingly, is relatively even enough. But that jungle just gold difference is insane. This Sejuani has not gotten to have a fun game. But if there's ever a champion you want to be down on, it's Sejuani. The ulti, Ashe ulti comes through. It hits the Sejuani, which is exactly the target you're wanting if you're Rift Rats. And they're going to be able to walk a Azir in the side wings. He hasn't used the Emperor's Divide yet. There it comes through. He can dash back through. Taking a lot of damage, but the majority of Zed's damage is already done. Oh, the Ash Arrow assist was probably just enough damage to actually get that kill onto the Azir. Ooh, good charm. Followed up with the Melio ulti and Mr. Shisha's. All right. We finally get a little bit of breathing room here. The gold lead is slowly creeping up further and further. And I think what they're just really looking to do is either get a good team fight before this Baron comes up. Yeah, Baron's up in 30 seconds. They don't even have to worry about fighting. They're just looking for control over this top side at this point. Which, I mean, you just look at this map and it's red vision central. There's one blue vision ward up in the bush up top there. That is it. That is all that is there. They have the tough task of working through this gigantic vision kind of chasm. And Olaf is here to tank up the Baron this time. They're still checking it through Zima, and they know through Zima's rotation... Oh! Hold on! What? League of Legends! We're not done yet! Open the game! No! I missed it! I hate that Riot Games does this. It's so racist. My dear lord. But there you go. If you had any doubts as to who won the game, you might not anymore. It looks like they're going to be picking up this Baron. I missed Zima's beautiful either double or triple kill here. And yeah, that was just an impossible task to have to do if you're blue. Pushing into no vision is so rough. All right. I will say, there's still a chance. Despite us knowing that this game ends in a couple of minutes, who wins the game is still up in the air. A miracle fight could strike out, and they could just rush it down mid. It's a low percentile, I'll give it that. But, all right, Sejuani's leading the charge into the jungle. Mr. Shisha. Oh, that Q just barely misses. And they really don't have to be here at this point. They're mostly just looking for some sort of flank that they might be able to get on either one of these lanes now that they're split. But Small Brain No Mechanics is just unrelenting. They're not giving him a chance. Zima dashes over and almost gets the kill this time. Ooh, but a nice shutdown on the Ahri. Flashing forward with the chains coming through. Hairwiz deep in the backlines here. Go Jimmy is still alive, but ends up dying to the Ashe scatter arrow. Mono just beautifully kiting out this alligator, and that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. 2 sets, actually 3 cannon minions coming through. Baron empowered will be more than enough to take down these towers and set Small Brain No Mechanics on their first win of the regular season. All right. All right, chat. Very nice. We just got our summon for the next game here. I don't even know how to avoid that. League of Legends legitimately pushed their client over the screen and minimized my game. Like, what do I even do about that? I don't think I can even stop that. All right. Let's get these bad boys back up. You guys have side selects. Yeah, we're going to see what Rift Rats decides to take for game 2. They said that they want red, so they're looking for the counter pick. They are looking for the counter pick. What side do you guys actually like being on this season? Do you guys like being on blue or red? I feel like... I don't know. I like both of them. I really do like both of them. I'm trying to think which one I just enjoy playing on more. I want to say that red side I actually just like playing on more. Purple side? Yeah, fair enough. Being in between. As a top laner, red, fair enough. I mean, even in bot lane, like I'm an 80 carry main, I like
playing bot lane from red side actually a lot. In competitive 5v5s, first pick is strong with so many flex picks like Smolder, Karma, Hui. Yep, I absolutely agree. First pick is insanely important. There's a lot of really, really strong first picks right now that are just staple picks. You can throw them into any comp, pretty much. Smolder is getting gutted next patch, though. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm never playing Smolder again after this next patch. They need to, like, bring back that champion from the depths of hell if they want me to play that champion again. He was way too strong. I'm gonna be honest with you. Smolder never should have been that strong. But yeah, I'm not playing him again until he's strong. He's too fun to play when he's strong. What is this, blue or red side? Is blue or purple side? You dang youngins, boomer spotted. Oh god. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's see if they can pull it back in the second game here. I want to see a 3-game series, so let's see what we got. Let's take a look. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. I think I'll probably set up a new goal, donation goal, to get a new CPU. I think that's what the issue is with my streaming right now. I think my CPU is just, it's upset. It's had a little bit too much. I'll have you know, Keen is older and played longer than me. He's a real league boomer. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you guys ready for draft? Oh, wait, we need the... I don't think they posted any of the links, but just in case. Just in case. But yeah, that's probably the next thing, is a new CPU. Unfortunately. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Actually, Annabelle, maybe you could help me out and kind of pinpoint what is wrong with my current setup and what's kind of the big problem that I should look into fixing. All right, here we go. We're getting into draft. Both teams are ready for it. And away we go. Looks like we're just waiting on Rift Rats. I don't know what's in your PC. I know Josh's, but not yours, but sure. I can pretty much just explain the issues to you in DMs as to what's going on with it. Tang Kench, a French-made cosplay when? We already did the Tom Kench French-made cosplay. It was beautiful. I hate Apple. I feel that. I feel that. All right, so Small Brain, No Mechanics, sticking to the same bands here, it looks like. Rift Rats also starting off with the two same jungle bands. They really just don't want to play against those two. I'm sure they'll probably switch it up on the third ban, or maybe they just feel confident enough to make the salty run back. Best streamer of the planet Earth. God bless. God bless. Somebody get this man some water. Somebody get this man some water, because he is on fire right now. French maid singed. Send it. Oh, God. That's terrifying. But if that's what the people want, that's what they want. Also, yeah, same band. Small Brain No Mechanics picks up the Azir first. Ha ha ha. Oh, man. This is funny.
They're like, hey, we might be a salty run back, but you don't get to have the Azir. And they're switching things up. They got the Seraphine Amumu. So big CC layering stacking and a very safe team comp thus far from Rift Rats. Banned. Do it. I fear no one. No, don't ban Haunted. Haunted, shut the fuck up. Sorry, I didn't mean it. In game, of course. Oh, the Lee Sin gets locked in from Hairwiz here. It's been a hot second since we gotten to see the the Lee Sin on Hairwiz. Super pumped for this. What do we have? I'm interested to see if they're gonna try to pick something tankier. Yep, there it is. There's the Cassante. They are looking to. They were like, hey, we just blew them up last game, but that's just not going to work. Trying to blow up some carry with a Seraphine Amumu defending them, bro, good luck. Good luck. So, yeah, I like this this adaptation from Small Brain No Mechanics and the swap from Rift Rats. This is a lot of... Echo, I think, is phenomenal. I think it's a phenomenal pick. I think he offers good damage and... is just very slippery and pseudo tanky at the same time. Echo, I think, is in a decent spot. They are going to need a little bit more damage here, though. Overall, like one more pretty good damage dealer, and they'll be in a pretty safe and good spot for Rift Rats. They ban out the Ashe. They're not looking to just get CC'd from halfway across the map, I suppose. And there's the Jinx ban. I think that's great. I genuinely think that's great. Because, yeah, Rift Rats is just lacking a little bit of damage. And this is a great comp for something like Jinx. Jinx flourishes in this comp, actually. So, good ban. Haunted, if I ban you for the meme, Keen won't let me pet his cats. And that's a fate worse than death, so I shall refrain. Oh, God. You fear yourself in the mirror? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to cover those up when you come over. The windows, too. You don't get to look outside, either. He has cats. I do have cats. Ezreal gets banned out by Rift Rats. They're trying to get rid of the mobile kind of... Ooh, the Smolder ban. No, it's Senna. Better ban. Better ban. Low-key, better ban. Senna's just too nutty. I saw the pic Anna sent on, I think, Twitter or your server. Oh, God. Haunted knows what my room looks like. Jesus Christ. Wukong is a pretty solid pick. And I think that's a Wukong top. Because, yeah, we got a... No, maybe not. Maybe it's a Mumu support. You never know. It is a flex possibility, but I really do think that it's Wukong top, Echo mid, a Mumu jungle, Seraphine support, or bot. Let's see. The Morgana gets locked in once more, and I think the Morgana was a pretty good pick. It set up a lot of really, really good pick potentials in team fights. Are they going to get pushed out of lane, though? That's what I'm kind of curious. I wonder what their last pick is. I want to see something like a Sivir or Xayah. Xayah's good. Xayah's very good. I like it. Yeah, I was like, they need some type of like wave clear / like safety net wave clear. And I think Xayah is a pretty good answer. It's kind of hard to push Xayah under tower and consistently stay there. As Xayah will like just keep you there under tower. So Kai'Sa's being hovered for their last pick. And I like this Rift Rats team comp a lot. A lot. I think this is very solid. Anime Sivir, please. Please, woo. We gonna get freaky. Is your girlfriend here? What the fuck? What is wrong with you, my brother?
What the fuck? I'm sorry for saying this, but to your boyfriend, please forgive me. What? Shut up, Haunted. You know we're all single. I'm not single. What? What you talking about? All right. Hairwiz said 1 sec, so it looks like we have a little bit of time to talk about this. Jeez, bro, like what? I don't even know where to start. Echo versus Azir. Echo versus Azir. Honestly, not a bad lane to just be in. If you're either one of these. Azir can be just pretty annoying against a lot of melee matchups. Echo gets away with it a little bit easier. He can maneuver around. He can keep himself healthy. I think Azir is going to try to shove him in a lot. And then on bot lane, you got the Seraphine Kai'Sa, which provides a lot of damage and a lot of safety. If I had to give a big advantage, it'd probably be to Riffrat's bot lane. They performed pretty well in game 1, and this comp, I think, favors them a little bit more in lane. Morgana's not notorious, at least anymore, for being highly, highly oppressive. We're talking about the people, not you, Keen. What the heck? To hell with the people. I hate the people. That's right. All the important people here are single, so shrug. Who shrug? We all can't be handsome stud like you. Bro, I look like a fucking like middle-aged supermarket like manager. All right, it is the K'Sante versus Wukong matchup. This is one that I'm not... I think Wukong pokes K'Sante pretty well and never really has to fight him. If, like, you're Wukong and you're fighting K'Sante, you're probably not doing it right. So I think Wukong is just looking for quick little poke engages. If K'Sante is good, he wins. Oh, really? Really, really, really? I would have sworn that Wukong, if he just plays smart and plays safe, he just kind of pokes K'Sante. But I feel like maybe on the Wukong side of things, you have to expend a lot of resources just to do that. That, like, you're being shoved in at that point. K'Sante is just notoriously very tanky. Riot, riot, riot. Let's start a riot. Riot. Let's start a riot. Oops. He doesn't care about the people. It's true. It's true. I'm going to ask Patreon to give me a cut of your sales. Good luck. All 1 million of it? Yeah. The fat bills that I'm stacking in my pocket. The regular price that you see on the Patreon right now, it doesn't reflect what I'm actually making. That's just like that's just for a tax purposes thing, obviously. I'm pocketing 900 million or 900,999 of it. But I hope you guys are having a good night, an enjoyable time here. I will take this time to shout out Mart's Dungeon, baby! We are currently in the mid-season for Mart's Dungeon. We just did a giant recap, so if you guys don't know what Mart's Dungeon is, okay? It is a tabletop RPG made by yours truly. It has a great story, great characters, fun combat, stunning visuals, okay? This thing has everything. It's got romance. And it's every single Friday. So if you don't have anything, you're like, oh man, like,
My friends don't want to hang out with me on Fridays anymore, dude. I just don't have anything to do anymore. Like, what am I going to just do? Play a little League of Legends? You could play some League of Legends, okay? But you can play League of Legends whenever you want. This is a specific event that happens at Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern every single week. So if you want to be able to catch up on Mars Dungeon, make sure you go catch the recap. I did a live stream recap. It's probably about 5 hours long. It tells you everything that you need to know from season 1 up until the mid-season. We really, really did a good job just kind of like giving you the jotted information of what you would need to know. But it is a grand scale of where things are right now. The big bad from the beginning of the season and season 1 is actually alive and trying to ascend to godhood, and the party has to stop her from doing so. And she is in a giant husk of a dragon with a collective like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of souls stacked inside of her body. So it is going to be super, super dope. The party just reached the Sending Tower this last episode. So from here on out, it is Action City, baby. It's going to be super dope. You're not going to want to miss it. I spent a full month prepping this, by the way. Maps, music, character sheets, lore, everything. Everything, baby. Max is the best character. Maxwell. Oh, God. I do love Maxwell. He hits too close to home. We all have a little Maxwell inside. Yeah, baby, March Dungeon. Let's go, baby. All right. We die on this hill. Max is the best. Dude, That's so funny. It makes me laugh. Max is definitely my favorite person to probably play consistently because he's just fun little comedic relief, which I think is necessary in something that's very serious. All right. 10 seconds in, baby. 10 seconds to go. We're about to get into some insane League of Legends, baby. All right. His character really contrasts with the goofy voice you give him. All right, here we go. Loading in for game 2. This is game 2 out of 3, by the way. This is absolutely going to game 3. You know, just because I said it, knock on wood. We just love seeing 3 game series in this house. I do think that both of these teams have a very good setup. I really, really, really like Rift Rat's comp, though, a lot. And Small Brain No Mechanics is just... They're being so aggressive in these early levels. Just forcing their way in. Oh, I thought that Morgana Q was going for that bush, dude. I'm not even going to lie. The counter invade, dropping vision down. So they are going to be able to spot out this Lee Sin who's starting red. They dropped 2 wards just to make sure he's there. All right. Here we go. They throw the Q just to check to see if they're there. Oh. They're actually probably going to move into this bush. I think they're trying to get some damage down since they spot them out. Oh, this could be big. Seraphine Kaisa early on actually is not bad. However, oh no, Mono left early. He's going to have to flash out here. No, he's not. Oh! Unbelievable. Ghost for Flash. Victory for the side of Small Brain No Mechanics. Damn, that is crazy. I think that's hard too because, yeah, it was the Q start, but it's that lethal tempo that if you don't pop that that Xayah right off the bat, then you're gonna have a really bad time. A flash forward and the pull, the tick damage, it is enough to secure the final feather from Mono. And Go Jimmy is in a rough spot now. He has the ghost available, but this wave should probably be getting shoved in. No, it's not. They go for vision instead on the blue buff. Team players. All right, Vic the Butcher is getting closed in on the maximum range of that Amumu bandage toss. The second one comes in. Unstoppable comes through. He stuns on Mr. Shisha. The flash forward. Is it going to be a trade? No. Oh, my God. This is some insanity. This is some actual insanity. All right. Ooh. Just a slight delay on the pullback there. Naked on chair. Takes a decent amount of damage. Zima getting dove by the Echo. Doing a good job just keeping himself out of turret range for that. And that early gold getting on the Wukong has to feel pretty good. You definitely need it in this lane, I would feel. Because if things go even, Cassante eventually just becomes too beefy. But this is kind of what I was thinking would happen. Amumu is just coming in for quick engages. Or sorry, Wukong's just coming in for quick engages, and then he's just leaving. The wave is pushing into him because of it, but hold that thought! The flash through! Oh, do they have enough? The flash forward! Double flashes, and the trade. Oh, it is just an execute. Keep in mind, he still gets the experience for the execute. But, yeah. Still rough. And this is what I like to see when I see a Lee Sin. Oh, damn. Well played on Echo's part, just stepping up there and denying the gold. All right, Wukong. Quick little engage here. Vic is just going to dash away. The minion block, big oof. Feel sad, man. All right, Zima getting chunked out pretty heavily from the Echo, actually. Echo doing a good job in this lane. I am thoroughly impressed with how aggressive these two are playing against a Kaisa Seraphine. It's not easy to play against. But they're doing the right thing, I think, and just being right up on them so they can't just get poked out to death. All right. Here come the feathers. They pull back. It's going to root. All right, the pool comes through with the ignite, the flash forward, and the Q, kill secure. That is a mouthful and a half. The kill. And we're not even done yet. There is 2 separate fights happening right now in these grubs. Who got the majority of those grubs? Hold on. Let's see. Is it going to tell me? Wait, where can I actually check the grub stats to see who has how many grubs? I don't think I can. It's at the top. Oh, true. So it's 2-1 in the favor of red. Vic going unstoppable here. Both ultis are used and expended from Wukong, and he plays it safe and just backs away. All right. Vic is staying. Damn, dude. This is some determination. He doesn't have TP, so he really didn't want to lose this wave, but he's going to pay for it. It looks like no. The unstoppable comes through. They didn't deliver enough damage in the meantime. Then he drops the ultimate. Once more, unstoppable. But this time, they have enough leverage to be able to... they bring one other person up there with the Echo, and they have enough HP to be able to get that kill. It's so risky to dive Cassante, man. Absolutely insane. All right. Blue is starting up the dragon here. JP low. Getting some good damage in. Every time he's pushing that soldier forward, like as he spawns it, he's just going right in on top of him. And let's take a look at CS, I suppose. CS across the board isn't too far off. Everybody is relatively even. You have a little bit of a lead in bot lane here. And a little bit of leads, you know, kind of like across the board for blue. But not anything too ridiculous. The main difference here, if you take a look at it, is really the golden bot lane. Those 2 kills that they got in that Kaisa, that's pretty rough. Vic diving onto Kodiak, dealing a lot of damage. This is the part where it just becomes very hard to deal with the Cassante. He has his Sheen. He's dealing a lot of damage. He's naturally insanely tanky. And Wukong, he needs an item, right? Like, you need a little bit on Wukong to just be able to deal with somebody beefy. JP low. Oh, the shuffle. It doesn't matter. Lee Sin is there for the follow-up Q. And Cassante is going to keep himself safe. Ulti had to get used by Kodiak, however, and his TP should still be down by the time he goes back. So he's trying to save and stay around just for a little bit longer. He should be able to go back now, though. Uh-oh. It's too late. Oh, a nice juke from the Wukong here. Vic brings the clone out. But you know what? Once the process of elimination was through, they're like, bet. There's only one other option. And this is a lot of turret plate gold that's coming through and onto the Cassante as well. You can see that it's dead even in gold, actually, between the 2 laners. Surprisingly enough, you know, Wukong did pick up the kill, so. All right, grubs are being picked up on the opposite side of the map here. It's 2-2 in grubs. Be 4-2 by the end of it, and Mono is going to have to back off this tower. They know that they're getting dove. You can just see from the movement from Jimmy and Meerkitty. This Amumu's still in the vicinity, though, and he's still stepped up. They can look for this dive. Another minion wave is on its way! It's on its way. It's starting to be thinned down, but Mono doesn't have enough to deal with. Gets stunned out on the turret. Ultimate comes through, and Mr. Shisha will pick up that kill. This is revenge for him for the first game. He says, I'm taking the gold, and I'm running with a baby. All right. Unfortunate position to be in if you're Go Jimmy, though. Having that golds on the Kaisa just is so important. I can't even express how important it is to get gold on Kaisa. All right. Across the board, looking pretty damn good for Small Brain No Mechanics. He's going to get another played out. Stops it with the roof. Flashes forward. Ulti, Ignite, and Naked on Chair. Styles on Go Jimmy for backing at his own tower. This is what you want to see out of your supports, ladies and gentlemen. A support that isn't afraid to step up and stop the enemy AD carry from going back. Even just stopping a backman has such high value. Here Wiz on the wings here. Oh, a beautiful ulti back from JP LOL. It buys just enough time to get the trade kill for the Wukong. But if you're in that position, I personally like getting those kills on Lee Sin early. Amumu, you know, with gold, it kind of is what it is. Wukong or Amumu was just going to get a little tank here. That Lee Sin is going to rip apart your carries. All right. Our next objective is this dragon at 22 seconds from now. Amumu is looking to make something happen here. Obviously, they would love to be able to get a pick or some lane prio. Wukong is having a hard time now in this lane. Serve was not joking. This is rough. There's not enough damage in the world to pump into Vic. He's looking to get another plate. Wukong drops ulti once more just to clear the wave. Q from Lee Sin. Mr. Shisha isn't finishing this dragon. Morgana gets nuked, and hold that thought. Go Jimmy, looking to pick up a kill here. Mono flashes out. He's still alive. Echo picks up the double kill. Hair Whiz now actually just getting chunked down. Zima does pick up quite a decent kind of exchange here and trade, but it looks like he's also gonna go down. He kills JP LOL, and he might actually be able to get this. That's what we come here for, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was a quad kill altogether. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Ooh, nice ulti from Vic here. He dashes forward. He knows that it's the clone. He's trying to get back under tower. Pulls him back out. And he doesn't go for the last attack. Knows that it would probably be a trade kill. Doesn't want to give any gold over to that Wukong. All right. Man, that was exciting. The root comes through onto the Kaisa. She's having a hard time just being able to farm. These feathers are everywhere. Lee Sin looking. He decides to go for it. The root comes through, ends up missing, and blue buff resets. They're just looking to do a little bit of bullying here. Mono on his own. There we go. They spot him, though. Ooh. All right, Hairwiz is trying to make something happen here. This dragon still didn't get taken, by the way. They have 5 men on it. They're trying to make this work. Vic does have his ghost to be able to get into the combat here, and it's got to be pretty rough for them if he does manage to actually get in. You saw how close it was between a 4v4. Lee Sin secures the dragon. Cassante in the backline's massacring them. Hairwiz manages to take down the Amumu. Wukong is trying to buy as much space for his team. The shuffle. They do manage to pick up the Azir. Vic is coming back in. This is actually a relatively even fight. It's only Vic that's left. Can they actually take him down, though? Really, really spread out fight here. JP LOL doing his best. We got the percent health damage coming through. Go, Jimmy! Is he going to be able to pick up the kill? That 2-4 Kaisa. Now 3-4. She's starting to pick up some serious gold. These fights are so back and forth. I thought for sure. I swore that Small Brain No Mechanics was going to pick up that fight. You saw how good it looked on early for them. However, that Azir going down, and the fact that they got so split up on Small Brain's side really, really let them ignore the Cassante for a fair bit. I will say, great job on Seraphine, and I think it was Wukong? I think it was Seraphine Wukong for distracting Cassante for as long as they did. They offered so much space for the rest of their team. Cassante was able to take 2, but you just saw them shredding the carries because Kaisa was untouched. Completely untouched. All right. And where's our gold at? We're almost just dead even. Almost. All right. Nobody wants to take Shelly in. You know what? Fair enough, I guess. Poor Shelly. All right. Wukong in a bit of a sticky situation. He has to just be able to get out here. Vic is just following him to the ends of the earth, though. My dear lord. Nice little sidestep there. A big stun coming in through for Vic, and it's just going to be damage. If you are the rats right now, you're really just looking to survive. Amumu's starting to get a little bit beefier. Wukong is relevant still. He's dealing good damage to the squishies. And Echo is now 4-4. Oh my god! Kodiak getting dove under tower. Lee Sin picks up that kill. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, absolutely shredded. Absolutely shredded. Echo didn't even have a chance to ulti. He got CC'd into instant death from Zima. Zima's going to drop the tower. Shisha's looking for the bandage toss under tower. Go Jimmy manages to pick up that kill. Meanwhile, up top, we're just not done. We're just going from coast to coast here. Oh! Mirror Kitty. No way. No way. That's crazy. Picks up just enough of a slow to get that kill secure on Vic. He didn't want to pop that ghost. All right. Man, this game is crazy. You see that, like, Red is losing out on, like, the solo lane exchanges, but once they're able to actually get in a team fight, they look really good. If they could just keep it close, then they have a solid chance at this game. A good opportunity for them is right here, right now. This third dragon is up. They need to stop Small Brain No Mechanics from dragon stacking. All right. Red buff is secured. Lee Sin just saw it go down. They're picking out this bush. Oh, my dear lord. I see Kaisa walking up to it. Please. I was so scared for her. Thank you, Spectate Tool, for showing us Baron going to the Baron pit. All right, Wukong is probably just going to look to... Yeah. Oh, no, Echo's TPing in first here. They have a good flank. They do have a good flank. Go Jimmy gets chunked out. This is important to see. Zima is make or break here. They get the CC off, and he's stunned up! Everything is dumped into this Azir. Let's see if it's worth it. Already rooted up his Seraphine here, and oh my god, Mono is going monolithic! My dear goodness, he flew in like an absolute banshee. Vic is still very healthy, though. He can take this engage easy, anytime. Echo, they do have to be careful of the temp HP. He dashes into it! The third dragon, the dragon stacking has not been stopped. They still have 3 dragons on the side of Small Brain and Mechanics, but these fights are insane. They are just slowly but surely going the way of the rats. Oh, Vic. Man, we've all been there. We've all been there. It's so tragic. He probably saw it last second, too, when he went to ulti. All right. Pour one out for the homie. Yeah, that was rough, man. I wonder if he had ulti up sooner than that, too. Because he used his ulti to get into that that Echo zone, yeah? I'm not mistaken. He ultied into the stun. Okay, right. That's what I thought. Okay, here we go. Here is the battle for Baron Vision. So far, I will say Small Brain No Mechanics has been unrivaled with their vision in these pits. They've been doing such a good job at setting up the dragons and barons. All right. Let's see what we got, ladies and gents. Starting to group up on this top wave here. 3v2, but there is some support. Let's see what we got in Kaisa right now. Because Kaisa is going to be very important here. It looks like she's going for the, God, why can't I think of the name of it? Defensive 80 carry item there. That is just so damn good. Hold that thought. Echo's gone. Echo is here. Terminus. Yep. Good old Terminus. Terminus is such a high value item in my opinion. I love that item. You get too much out of it. They saw the Echo go down, and yeah, this is the right call. They need to start up this Baron and either force their hands into a fight or just take it themselves. It is a bit risky to go for a 50-50 here. They do see them on the edge. Is Amumu going to jump in? It's not in time. Lee Sin secures it, and Mr. Shisha is going to go down. Ooh, mama. Objectives are important, chat. You see that these team fight victories are going the side of red, but blue is unrelenting in their vision and just presence in the Baron and Dragon pits. My God. Yeah, let's see what this comes down to. I think we might even have an Elder angle. I'm not even lying to you, chat. I think we got an Elder angle for this game. We're 24 minutes in, and it doesn't look like the game is going to be ending anytime soon. It depends on this Baron push. Go Jimmy, stepping forward with the wave. He is alone. He does have to be careful. How close is he to that Terminus? He's relatively close. He just needs a little bit more gold. I don't think it lasts that long. We're going to see in a second here, because I think if they don't really get much off this Baron, then it's going to go to an Elder. My guess, at least. How much they got on Dragon? 35 seconds. Yeah, I think it does. But yeah, we'll see here. They do manage to pick off this last outer tower on the top side. Meanwhile, Red's setting up for Dragon, and Blue says, we don't need the Dragon. You need your base. They just don't stop. Zima absolutely just massacred Go Jimmy under tower. He does manage to get away, but he buys a lot of time for his team. It's a 3v4 here. Oh, the Lee Sin Q is connected. A nice double snare just to make sure that they don't go in. They have to be huge to defend these towers. They're sticking to the Dragon. Risky play here. And they're sacrificing so much of their base for it. Damn. That's the rough part, is I think Amumu could have just taken that drag. Man. That's tough. They did lose a lot of their base there. They lost a lot of their base. All right, Terminus has been purchased by Kaisa. We'll see if it makes a difference here. They do have the Baron still for a decent while. That buff isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And strike that. I mean, it's actually just down right now. That was the last push. I didn't actually check. I was just winging it. But I sounded pretty convincing, right? As long as you're convincing, chat, that's all you need. All right. A little bit of breathing room after that nasty assault. Yeah, we're probably not getting an Elder as they just kind of stopped the dragon stacking there. Red's got to hope for a really, really fruitful fight because they gave up a lot of their pressure on the map. Small brain, no mechanics. Looking to just topple this last inhibitor tower. That's some huge items. SB just bought 2. Mm-hmm. Yep. Man, dude, look at this Cassante. This Cassante's tanky as hell. They do have a lot of AP. I never really noticed it before, but the Echo, even Kaisa. Oh, hold that thought. Echo goes in. He's just getting battered. There is so much CC. He just got CC'd for a solid 4 seconds straight. Go Jimmy going into the back line. Mono ends up going down. Go Jimmy's the next target here. He's not going to be able to actually survive. And a 3-4-2 on the side of Small Brain, no mechanics. They're not done. Vic is just unrelenting here. Amumu was not even a part of that fight. He's going to flash away. Is he going to throw a bandage toss? Nope. He's just going to get chased down. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Small Brain, no mechanics with a swift. I shouldn't even call it a swift. These were highly competitive games at certain parts. And that last game was really fun to watch. I genuinely think that they had a shot, that the Rats had a really good shot towards the end there. But, yeah, giving away all that stuff on Baron, that's pretty rough. It was kind of set in stone what probably was going to happen next after that. But congratulations to both teams. A really, really fun to watch series. If we look at the gold, man, look at how much gold Azir had in his pockets. He was so important in those team fights. You saw that they focused him down so heavily that once the Azir died in those 2 team fights around Dragon, that they had a much easier time navigating it. So well played on their part just to kind of scrap themselves back in. But in the end, Small Brain, no mechanics picks up the first win of the regular season for the Rec League games. If you are interested in watching more of these Rec League games, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you wish to support us, make sure to hit that member button as well as the like buttons. Any and all of these interactions are very, very helpful. And I just appreciate you guys coming out and watching. We will be streaming quite a few, as many games as I kind of possibly can for the regular season for this Rec League. So, yeah, make sure to check it out. We'll probably be streaming this game for Soup's team. I don't know who they're up against. But they're streaming, they're playing Sunday, I believe at 8 p.m. my time, EST. Post-game interview. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's see what we got going on. Let me hop in the LolMidwest server. Would you guys like to do a post-game interview? Let's go! All right. So, what was the preparation going into this series? I don't think I've seen Rift Rats play in the league yet. I think they're brand new. So how do you go about scouting a new team like that? Mm-hmm. I was going to say, you guys had a lot of map pressure throughout actually both of these games, specifically around those objectives. Did you kind of go into it being like, hey, we are just going to be surrounding these objectives pretty much 24/7. We're just going to have more vision than the enemy team through and through? Oh, we can't.
Objectives. So I think that's a lot about what that is. That's just what Fid does, man. He's on top of it.
That is beautiful to hear. Also, I'm sorry, I apparently didn't unmute my desktop. You didn't hear desktop auto that entire time, chat? There's no way. I'm so sorry. That is brutal.
That's
I do have to ask, the first draft that you guys went into, you guys went with a pretty fun, high risk, high reward comp. What did you think about the Zed? You just kind of like decided that you're going to play Zed that game, or did you just see the comp going into it and you're like, yeah, this is a Zed angle?
Yeah, we did a lot of preparations to get Zed out as early as possible, and Hairwiz thought it was the perfect game for it, so we ran it.
Yeah, we pretty much like once we had Morgana locked with Ash Arrow and Ari, it's like just throw the Ash Arrow out, Black Shield to Zed, and he just goes in, kills them all. Because they had 3 prio targets like Milio. I don't know their other picks.
Yeah, it was like the
Milio, they had Varus.
Right.
But that was after the Zed.
Varus is zero.
And Olaf just runs him down.
Yeah, we try to prioritize giving first game with red side top counter pick because we kind of had an idea of what we wanted to do going into game 1 with possibly throwing Zed in jungle.
Right.
And Hairwiz and Zema have a lot of really good coordination in the mid lane and with bot lane roams. So I feel pretty comfortable on red side on an island, even with I can draw a lot of pressure most of the time. I don't mind falling a little bit behind because I'm confident enough with drawing pressure in the mid game. I like to play side lane pressure really heavily. I like to get prio in side lanes and then rotate to fights and kind of force them. Even though we had a couple bad fights there in both games, I think with the way we played out the macro with setting up wards and getting side lane control, even if we lost a team fight with a couple people down, they weren't really in a great position to kind of capitalize on the aces or the power plays. So even though we lost a few crucial fights, we still got the objectives and we had enough side lane pressure where by the time we respawned, we were collecting waves again. They weren't really able to capitalize and take towers off of it.
Yeah, I was going to say just across the board, you guys were doing a very good job. Just making sure you had priority for pretty much everything. It was pretty insane. So a really great series to watch. Who do you guys have next week? Do you know?
I think it's Team Unexpected.
Team Unexpected.
I believe they're also new, or one of the teams that kind of came together from free agency. I can't remember.
Cool.
They are one of the newer teams. So,
do you have a specific team that you're really excited about, or even nervous to face off against?
I wouldn't say nervous. I think all of us are confident in our abilities, I would say. But I'm looking forward to Sad Jellyfish and Scorch near the end of the season.
What team is One Punch Zach on?
Oh, yeah, it's Server Days team, which is Team Ghost.
Yeah, give me that team.
Let's go. Well, I was going to say, yeah, you guys put a very convincing first series up, and I'm highly looking forward to the future games. Yeah. One of the things I was talking about, like before the first game, is that you guys had really good cohesion, and it has definitely not faded. You guys are kind of killing it. So, best of luck in your future games for next week. I think I'm gonna dip out, and I hope you all have a lovely night.
All right, appreciate it, Keen, man. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks for organizing everything. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. And I want to say once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in tonight. I will make sure that I have the desktop audio enabled. For some reason, it was disabled. I don't even know why. It must have just defaulted back to like what it was for Mart's Dungeon, I'm sure. But I don't know. I will see you guys definitely this Sunday. Make sure to 8 p.m. Eastern if you wish to see some awesome roleplay TTRPG action. To check out Mart's Dungeon this Friday at 8 p.m. And what else do we have going on this week? We might be playing some games with friends this Wednesday as well. But I think that might be it. Unless I'm crazy.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. And as always, my friends, stay beautiful. Peace.